Hey fellas, I gotta be a little quiet because my daughter had a sleepover last night and they're like sleeping in the basement. So, got the B-26 done, and so let's go take a look at it. All right, here it is, guys. I think I've captured the essence of the box art. So we'll just spin it around here. And I really enjoy doing these olive drab camo schemes. They're just easy to work with, and you know, it's one of those things you can really weather. Now, at some point, I always find myself, okay, should I stop here, and or should I keep going? If I were to sit this on my table here, and you know, I could probably play with this for a couple of weeks and just keep adding stuff. But at some point, you just got to say, okay, I'm stopping. So, with that being said, the kit is awesome. I loved it. Despite a few issues with there not being any definitive locating tabs in certain spots where I thought there should be, other than that, the plane went together really well. The plastic is awesome to work with. It really takes well to Tamiya extra thin, and you know, the fit's really good. So. Just take a look at some of the things here. Now, there's a little antenna up here that I haven't glued because that will get broken off during shipment. The upper turret here will just pops on and off. So I'm going to take that off. The propellers come off. Now, they are a little finicky on these little nubs here, and you may have to glue them, but they do pop on and off. The rudder, I didn't have to glue. It pops on and off and fits really tight. So no glue there necessary. Now, because there's not a whole lot of spaces, especially if you leave the bomb bay open to put a rod to display it in flight, if that's what you're doing, there's just a small cavity back here. Now, I couldn't put it obviously here in the window because there's a bunch of stuff in there and you don't want to see an acrylic rod running up through a glass compartment. So I did have to bend the acrylic rod to get it to set the way I wanted. Oh, my bombs kind of got dislodged here, but we'll fix those. Because I was playing with it earlier. They just fit in there just like so with my magnets. Now, I assume at some point, I think I talked about this earlier, they will I assume they're going to be coming out with a set of rockets that go on here, because they did have little indentions on the inside part of the wing to drill out in that I assume were for, you know, rockets, but obviously this one didn't come with any rockets. But I had to move the holes just a bit for the ones that the owner sent me, but they fit on there nice and snug. I got those cemented in, so those aren't going anywhere. The tanks, they came from the P61 Black Widow, and they just attach, and I'm dropping stuff like usual. They just attach with magnets here. So, here we go. But I really like how this one turned out. It's pretty cool. Really, really neat looking plane. Now, the base, I couldn't really quite decide what I wanted, and I've been wanting to do a folded flag for some time. I watch a lot of non-modeling videos, like the guys that do airbrush artwork on vehicles, and I learn a lot from them. And to be honest with you, I get just as much enjoyment painting the base as I do the models, to be quite honest with you. So I decided to do a folded American flag, and I think that turned out pretty cool. It's a nice contrast with the dull look of the plane. So there we go, fellas. I would highly recommend this model. It's a good kit. It looks cool. You can do a lot with it. So I appreciate you watching, and let's take a look at some pics.